Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? We live with another episode of the Hall of Game, live on location with my brother Roy Rogers,
Ready?
Shakur Stevenson. Got a lot to talk about with that fella right there. We're going to get to it in just a second, but I want to get to the first thing that we want to talk about today is just the weigh-in, man. And, you know, for those that don't know, we no longer do the live weigh-ins. They do a ceremonial weigh-in, which will be later tonight, but they do the official weigh-in early this morning. And both fighters weighed in at 167 and a half.
Yep.
Right on the nose. That's perfect. You either want to be right on the weight, maybe a pound under if, you know, give or take. But both fighters looked in tremendous shape, and they got that look where they're both shredded, but still muscular, but you could tell that when they rehydrate tonight, even for the ceremonial weigh-in, and then tomorrow when they take them robes off, they're going to look a lot bigger. What you think about the physiques and what you saw from them when they stepped on the scale?
Well, I thought Canelo looked good. Looked like he probably had to pull it out a little harder than Bud did.
You can see that.
Yes, but I think he's going to be okay when he rehydrates. I thought Bud looked chiseled. And
More muscular.
Yeah, more muscular. And people fail to realize that, like when I went up to heavyweight, he had to put on muscle. So it's going to stand out more. Yeah. Because now he's more muscular than he probably's ever been. Because he didn't put on fat weight, he put on muscle weight to make it so that it's useful.
Right.
You understand me? So I don't know how much he's going to go up. I'm sure he probably go back to 185, probably 185, 187, but he may not go up as high as Canelo, but he'll be high enough to handle the task.
Yeah, I think he's going to rebound probably somewhere around there. I mean, when you say 187 tomorrow? Or you saying he ain't going to be that high?
Yeah,
I think he probably going to be like probably 63, something like that, 62.
60?
I'm tripping. I'm thinking this dude's still 47.
Like, what is he talking about?
I'm looking at you crazy like you got your numbers up. So he's 68, 78, probably like 82, 83.
Yeah, I think anywhere from 82 to 85, I think.
Yeah. I think anywhere past that is too heavy.
Yeah, I do too.
What you think about what you saw, and then what you think they're gonna rebound at?
I felt like I try not to make too much of the weigh-ins, just because you just never know. You may see a fighter on weigh-in day, and then on fight night, they look like two completely different fighters. So, I thought they both looked good. I thought Canelo looked like Canelo. I thought Bud looked great at the 168-pound weight class, and I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, what you think it's gonna be the night of?
How
much of that do you think
Canelo or Bud?
Both.
I think Canelo might be at least 180. 180.
Yeah.
And I think Bud probably be like 175.
You think that's it?
That's my my thought process of it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get as big as Canelo now.
Really?
Nah.
I think he might be a little bit bigger.
Bigger than
just
Canelo?
Number-wise, maybe, possibly.
I don't see it.
Because Bud started the camp, you know, he posted the picture. Some people say it's cap. I don't think it's cap. Right around 85, 86. Yeah. So a lot of times you're going to rebound to where you started.
Yep.
The cut from. So it's possible. Yep. It's possible. And I like the weigh-in. It's not everything, but, you know, it's all those little battles before the ultimate war. I just want to see, you can see, you've been around the game a long time. We can see what type of shape they in. Like you said, Canelo looks like he probably sucked out a little bit more.
Yes.
A little bit. He sucked down a little bit more than Bud had to, obviously, because Bud is not coming up in weight, but coming up in weight classes, so he ain't got to cut as much. So it's not everything, but it's something. So I like getting a read at that weigh-in.
Yeah, for me it's just so hard. I'm telling you, like, I agree with you. You do get to see like what type of shape a fighter is in by looking at their body, but for me I seen fighters come in weigh-in day and then the next day they 25 pounds, 30 pounds.
That's a fact.
Bigger than what you seen on weigh-in day. So
that's why I'm saying I'm thinking Canelo's gonna go up higher because Canelo looked like physically he was a little bit more drained, than Bud was.
I agree with you.
That means he's going to go higher.
That's possible.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be by much.
I don't think so either, but I think he's going up a little bit higher.
So they had the press conference last night. Crazy turnout. A lot of energy. We talked a little bit about it. You can share whatever you want to share about it, but what was your read on the press conference and just how you feel about it?
I feel like this is my first time actually seeing Bud in a fight week to where it's like he don't have to cut that much weight. So since he's not cutting that much weight, he's in a better mood than what we normally see Bud. So that was my read from the press conference. And Canelo looked ready.
Yeah. They had some crazy questions last night.
What was crazy when you heard?
Oh man.
I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say the craziest, but one of the craziest was reporter come up and he's asking Canelo about the monster, David Benavidez. Does he ever think that he's gonna get that fight and how important it is? And Canelo, he answered the right way. He said, I'm focused on this fight, but like that's the kind of stuff. If you a reporter, don't ask those kind of questions.
Facts.
A day or 2 days or the week of a big fight when somebody's getting ready to fight for their life, their legacy on the line, and all they've been thinking about is this one guy. Don't ask them about nobody else. That's a post-fight question. So that's probably one of the wildest questions I heard, but it's normal. You're going to get 5 or 6 of those fight week.
Yeah, but it's what I call a lack of respect. You understand me? Because you got him fighting this guy over here who is very capable of beating him.
Yeah, and you disrespecting Bud too.
That's why I say it's disrespect. So it's like,
but you disrespecting Canelo, making him even have to process that.
My point.
And the other guy.
Total disrespect, and that's how people don't understand the game. Because if you understood, you know that you're disrespecting this guy and you're disrespecting the guy you asking.
Yeah, I felt like it was some bad questions there. I felt like it could have just been a little bit more like engagement into like not just the questions, but actually the what's the guy that was up there, Dana White?
Dana.
Ask questions to the fighters and make it more so like.
Yeah.
If I was him, I kind of would have instigated the action.
A little bit.
I would have instigated.
Yeah. I love a good face-off. I love a good face-off. I liked the face-off last night. Again, it doesn't mean everything, but I'm looking at body language. I'm looking at somebody trying to press somebody's invisible line, and I'm looking at who's going to turn away first. I was a fighter that never liked to turn away first. You had a promoter tapping you on the back. Mm-hmm. You had a commission telling you got to turn and look at the camera, look at the stage. I just wasn't budging. Right. So Canelo broke the stare down first, and then reached out to Bud and showed him respect. Again, it's not everything, but it's just interesting seeing Canelo sort of give in that way, even in a small gesture like that with the face-off.
Yeah, that bothers me because I'm trying to win every aspect of the fight. You understand me? So unless the commission basically take me and turn me away, I'm not going to turn away first. Y'all going to have to turn him away first, or we'll be looking at each other all night. You understand me?
Straight up.
So in a big fight like this, I don't know. Maybe Canelo just saying, you know what? I know I'm bigger than you. I appreciate you for coming, but maybe that's his mindset. Yeah. You understand me? So I don't know. But me, I don't care if I'm going up or down. You got to see this till somebody turn me away.
Yeah, I think that Canelo is very kind of like big-headed, and I feel as though in that manner, that what I saw from him, I feel like he kind of feel as though this is an easy fight in his brain. So he kind of like
he can't think that.
That's what I think. I think that he thinks it's an easy fight. This guy is too small for me. He can't take my punches, but when I touch him, I'm going to hurt him, and that's how he feels. So I feel like in a face-off, you could kind of see it. Like, it was like, okay, here you go, man. Like, whatever. Like, so it wasn't more so like.
He didn't turn away out of respect. He turned away out of
overconfidence.
So he's trying to little boy him.
He's trying to little boy him. That's what I felt like.
Really?
That's what I felt like it was.
Yeah, I could believe that, too. I can see that, yeah.
I don't know. I see it the other way. I think it's respect, and I also think that it's Canelo preserving energy. Like, I got to weigh in the morning, right? The weigh-in was this morning, so that was, in the evening last night. I don't know if he had already touched the weight or did he still have to get a couple pounds off, but I ain't got time to be wrestling with you up here, dude, doing a long face-off, trying to, I know what I'm bringing to the table, huh, bro, you got that,
right,
you up, man, we finna move on to the next thing. That's probably what it could have been as well, because I can't believe that Canelo Alvarez is not taking Terrence Crawford serious because of who he had in camp.
I don't think that he wasn't taking him serious. I just feel as though he don't believe that this is a hard fight. I think he thinks it's a lot easier than what we think it is.
I believe he believes it's a hard fight, but he's still gonna win. He said it. Even I don't know what reporter it was.
I think that's the pump fake.
It could have been.
I think that's the pump fake.
It could be. But what I'm going off of who you had in camp.
Yeah.
You're not going to bring in the Cuban. I don't know the Cuban's name. That was on the Netflix special.
Yeah.
You're not going to have Boots and others in camp.
He also said Boots asked him to come to camp. So if Boots asked him to come to camp, it's like, come on, let's spar. I ain't tripping.
But he didn't have to accept that. If he really wasn't trying to have that kind of smoke in camp, he could have easily told him, no, tell him we looking for a different type of look.
Man, you a fighter, though. If a fighter call your phone and say, yo, let's get in the ring, what you going to do?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm just talking about if Canelo really wasn't trying to deal with that kind of heat in camp, and he wanted a lighter camp because he felt like this fight ain't gonna be that hard. I don't think he would have had them kind of guys in there. Yeah. Canelo knows what he's getting into, just like Bud knows what he's getting into. It's a fact. We done read these dudes the last 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and it was even a reporter that tried to be a little dismissive toward Bud, and Canelo corrected him. He said, no. Terrence Crawford is not like that. He's going to be tough. He's going to be around. So he knows what he's getting into.
Yep.
It's opinion, though. I kind of still got my opinion.
Well, I know about your opinions. We're going to get into some of your opinions in a minute, bro. I'm trying to be, we getting there. And y'all going to see where I'm going in just a second.
I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Oh, you got something to do with it.
Oh, you do.
You got to weigh in on this.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
So we compete at everything, right? Mm-hmm. He had a good little night last night. On the ping pong table, right?
Whooped him.
I'm kind of happy. I'm mad, but I'm happy. I'm mad because I lost. I don't like losing at nothing, but I'm kind of happy for him because the last time he seen me on the ping pong table, I flew to where he lives, got on his home table, and it was ugly. I felt bad for him. He was just confused. He looking at the paddle, trying to figure out what's going on. Then he switched paddles. He got him one game, but I beat him like 10 games to 1 or something like that.
You only good as your last game.
I hear you. But then last night, I don't know if it was the heat. I don't know what it was. He had a nice little, he dealt with me, bro.
Could be fight week. He's still in his prime.
He dealt with me. I'm mad about it.
It's fight week and he's still in his prime. So.
What's crazy, though, is that we played ping pong until 2 a.m. last night.
Yeah.
Then I argued with this dude from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. about great fighters. And, if I told you, I'm not gonna expose everything we talked about, but if I could tell you the names that he kind of brushed off, if I could tell you the names that he just turned his nose up at and was like,
Roy gonna be mad at me, man.
Yeah, I know. He already.
I'm living up between y'all two.
Nah,
Roy, you hear what I said?
Salvador Sanchez, are you crazy?
No. I like Salvador Sanchez.
But what else you say about him?
No, I said that. Hey, let me clarify that. Salvador Sanchez, they asked me about if he would beat me. I said I don't think it would be me.
But you didn't get the whole Salvador Sanchez thing.
Nah, I like him. I think he was a good fighter. I like Roberto Duran. It was the other fighters I really wasn't.
Can I name the fighters?
You can name some of them.
Sugar Ray Robinson? So my man just got up on Sugar Ray Robinson not long ago. So I asked him I'm assuming, right, that he understands.
Look at Roy.
I ain't saying nothing. They got to do it.
You ain't going to be able to not say nothing when I get there.
Okay.
I'm thinking, bro, knows who Sugar Ray Robinson is. So I asked him, he like, I heard of him. I said, you heard of him? What you mean? I mean, I ain't never really watched him. All right, well, I'm going to send you a video. I sent him like 2 or 3 of the best videos I could find. I checked back with bro like a couple days later. I said, you watched it? Yeah, I don't really get it. So last night, the conversation came back up. We started talking about the Robinsons and the James Tonys and the Alis and the Salvador Sanchez and Sugar Ray.
I love Ali too. Let's make sure.
I'm not saying you don't love them.
I love Ali. I'm an Ali fan.
I don't know if you love them the way you should love them.
No, we had a conversation. It was Tyson Fury or Ali.
And what you say?
I agree that Ali is better than Tyson Fury.
You didn't say that last night?
No, he is better. I wasn't saying that he was better. I'm saying that if they fought.
You said he was too big. You said Tyson Fury was too big.
He's 6'9".
And?
72?
That's a big target, my brother.
Man, that's hard to deal with,
Are you serious?
Bro, as a fighter, bro. He's 6'3".
Listen. First of all, you watch Tyson Fury fight. You watch Tyson Fury fight.
He couldn't hold it.
Tyson Fury does not have the best footwork around.
I don't think he do either.
You don't. Okay, so if you don't have no footwork,
have you seen Ali's?
Ali got the best footwork of any heavyweight ever.
If he don't do nothing else,
how you gonna even keep up with him?
Man,
you can't keep up with him. You slow. You don't have no power punch to knock nobody out with one punch. How you gonna keep up with Ali? Ali throw combinations like a middleweight. Calm down, Roy. Calm down.
I told you.
Calm down. Okay, back to y'all. Y'all go ahead on. Y'all go ahead on. I'm calm.
Straight up though, but that's
No,
just
calm down.
and I like Tyson Fury.
He's young. Calm down. Boy.
I like Tyson Fury.
Okay.
But brother, you
Yo, Roy, I love you, man. I love
Listen,
you.
listen.
Hey, give me some. I'm back.
Listen.
My bad. I'm back.
Bro, I did what you just did. I did that from 2 a.m. to 4
Oh,
a.m.
he did.
this morning.
I'm back.
Okay.
And I wasn't no wiser because of it.
Okay.
I just had a headache.
But the thing is,
All I'm
I
saying-
like Ali. I thought Ali was a hell of a fighter.
All I'm saying is though the footwork.
But I just felt as though when he fought Joe Frazier, right? When we watched
He don't like. Okay, go ahead.
when we watched the fight, now that we get into it, let's really get into
Let's
it.
get into it.
When he got hit with the same left hook 100 times, I just felt like it should have just
That
been
wasn't supposed to happen.
adjustment. I just felt like it should have been like, okay, let me pick my hand up, let me duck under it, let me do something different than allow him to hit me with the same punch over and over.
Let me say two things to that. Number one, number one, there's a thing we all three have called stubbornness. Certain people not gonna make us do certain things. So every champion, I think, has to have a bit of stubbornness in order to be
I
champion.
have a lot of that.
I agree.
So that stubbornness made him not change his hand because that's who he was gonna be. But secondly, the left hook Joe Frazier had,
Come on,
Tyson
brother.
Fury never thought about punching that hard.
Come on, brother.
So he not knocking Ali down at all with no punch. Come on, bro.
Ali ate that, too.
It's just not happening.
I'm not saying
Look,
that.
They broke
Ali-
his jaw.
Ali-
They broke
Ali
his
ate
jaw.
that.
They broke his jaw, and he
y'all
still got up and won.
Y'all deflecting the conversation, though.
What
I'm
you
just
mean?
saying it just was no adjustment.
I
That's
said
what
that.
I said.
I said because of stubbornness. I just told you that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's still like a attribute as a great
And it
fighter.
was-
I
and
feel
it
like
was
you're
some- it
supposed
was-
to be
it
able
was-
to.
That's true. But
That's
see,
my opinion.
that's true. My problem. What I'm saying with you about Tyson Fury though, you still gotta have the tools to be able to continue doing that to a guy who's too stubborn to change. He still beat Joe even though he was too stubborn to change.
When I said this though, when I was talking about Fury, I was speaking of Prime Fury.
I
Okay.
think the Prime
That's
Fury,
my- that's my
Prime Fury
opinion.
been knocked down 6 times.
Yeah.
So how you gonna beat Ali?
Ali was he the biggest puncher?
Yes, he was. He dropped some, not some list, not one punch.
I thought he was doing that off of skills though.
Nah.
Like he beat him down.
He,
Then
he really didn't have.
Yeah.
He really didn't use many skills. He didn't hardly throw many
He
body
wasn't a
shots.
one-punch guy,
He
but he
didn't throw many.
put them combinations.
combination.
On you,
That's
he
what I
would.
thought. I
but he
feel
gonna
like
put
he
that
was more
footwork
so-
on you.
If
Then
he
he gonna
need
put them
to,
combinations
he
on you.
He
Rather
was
than
he
right
was
hand.
skillful though.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna talk bad about Ali. I
Yeah.
think Ali is one of the greatest.
Tyson Fury ain't gonna beat Ali. I'm
I
sorry.
just felt like
It's
the
not gonna happen.
size.
I like
The
Tyson
That's not gonna
Fury,
happen.
bro. I like
That's not gonna
I like him for
That's
this
not gonna
era.
happen.
Okay.
When you start talking about against that guy,
Wilder
Size.
212 and dropped him. And he beat 212, 215, and he
Man.
not close to where Ali was.
He played with Wilder though.
Yeah, but Ali was Wilder still dropped him though.
Wilder was one of the biggest punchers of all
He's
time.
smart, but he's a small guy.
But was he one of the
Yeah,
biggest
he
punchers
tall, but
of
he's
all
small,
time?
But he's a small guy still.
Of all time,
He
ever.
was, but to me, I don't know. He just Ali's on a different level. Ali, I couldn't even compare Ali
so you
to
speaking
Wilder
about
to that
punchers, right? You heard of Ernie Shavers? You ain't heard
No.
of him.
Nah,
Of course not.
I don't know.
I know
about
you.
that.
I know you.
That's the dude that beat. That's the dude Muhammad Ali beat, right?
Yeah.
Murderous puncher.
They beat him.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ali beat a lot of good fighters.
No, I'm talking. We just talking
He
about
the
punchers right now
truth.
because you talking about this punching thing.
He the truth.
George Foreman.
The truth.
George Foreman could kill you in his prime. I mean,
He-
literally.
Nah, he was a puncher.
He
Yeah.
could kill you.
He was
in his
like
prime.
that.
Ali
Ali knocked
figured
him
it
out.
out.
Knocked him
Ali's
out.
the GOAT.
Made the
Ali was a
adjustment.
little bit
But we talking
older, too.
adjustment.
He was the GOAT for that.
But we talking about adjustments. He
I
made the
felt some
adjustments.
type of way in that fight.
Okay,
I'm
clear
not
that
talking
then.
about. I'm not talking about Ali as a whole. I thought Ali was a great fighter. He
All
probably
time
all time
great
one of the
fighter.
greatest. I wouldn't have him on my top 5, but like he's all time one of the greatest. Man, they think
Y'all,
I
can I
tell it.
leave? Can I leave now? I'll be out to stay.
Don't leave me up here with this.
My top 5 is my opinion though.
That's true, but can I leave now?
I'm just saying, like
What's your top 5?
top
Oh,
5?
gosh.
You don't want to do that, man.
What's your top 5, bro?
Top 5, I'm gonna say Floyd. This is why I came up on you. Sweet Pea, Bud, and I like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay.
But this is what I watched in my era that I came up on. See, y'all came up in a different kind
But
of.
when I show you that
Ever.
era, you still
still get it.
unimpressed.
Like when you showed me James Tony, you sent me a video
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
James
yeah.
Tony
Yes.
this morning,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Did you not?
Yes.
I watched him. I do think mid and close range, he was a hell of a fighter. His defense was on point. But I felt like when I watched him, I dissected him so easy. I said, bro, if he not the most flat-footed fighter that I have ever seen in life, bro. He do not get on his toes for
It's
nothing.
crazy.
He don't know how to move. He's standing right there in the center of the ring. When I watched you versus him, I said, Roy just using his legs. Roy making this easy.
Do you see what he doing with his upper body though?
It's nice. If he could get you to stand right in front of him, he's
you got
gonna
a
beat
lot
you
of
up.
respect for Canelo's fight game, right?
I like Canelo.
Canelo's very similar.
I agree.
He don't have great legs. It's the waist up.
I agree. And I think Canelo can be beat by people who use their legs and move and get on their toes.
But I think James Toney was on another level because the offense that he brought off them rolls, he'll give you the back of his head. He'll let you bounce.
His offense was way better than Canelo's.
He'll let you bounce a right hand off his head so he can come back with his.
His offense
got
was
power.
way better than Canelo's.
His biggest issue was a lack of discipline at a certain point, James Toney. In terms of that fight game, brother.
Defensively.
Come on, man.
Defensively.
Come on, man. What?
Man, I'm just not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of James Toney. I ain't gonna lie. I'm being real.
I ain't saying you gotta be
I'm a fan of this guy. I like this guy. This guy, he's sitting right here looking crazy. I like the way you fought. I love the way you got up on your toes. Bro, you come from like an Olympic culture of like, that's the type of styles that I like. I like Lomachenko. I like Bivol. I like you. I like guys who could get in that ring and use the entire ring.
I'm honored to be on your list.
But
the way,
not
the
nobody.
way you be assessing fighters though.
Dre,
I'm shocked I made the cut, brother.
James Toney.
I'm not shocked. I didn't make it, and I'm cool with it. But I didn't make the cut.
Nah, you made the cut. You made the cut.
No, you didn't put me on the cut. You
The
said
top
cut.
five, not my top five.
You didn't put me in the top five.
No, you in the cut though.
Right.
You
He
the
said you in the
truth.
cut, though.
You the truth.
He said you in the cut.
You
though.
the truth.
He got you in the tuck.
I'm number 6.
He got you in the tuck, bro.
Look.
He got you in the tuck.
You put
I
James
guess.
Toney in a tire with somebody. Oh, he gonna beat him up. But
a
you put him
tire,
in a
crazy.
boxing ring. In a boxing
Man, somebody
tire
gonna
boxing
show that
ring.
man this clip.
I'm just saying.
Somebody gonna show that man this clip.
Put him in a tire.
Man, I got to get off of this, bro, because my head still hurt from last night. I ain't recovered from last
And
night.
mine's starting to hurt.
I wanna touch on a subject, man. I be seeing online, and I really think that's where it came from. I seen somebody say something about Bud, about him, going up to 68. If he can make 68 so easy, he must have been a weight bully all this time. I don't believe in weight bullies. The only way you could be a weight bully in my mind is if you got clauses in a contract where you saying, you can't be more than 10 pounds the next night. That's the only form of weight bullying that I agree with, if a person is always doing clauses about weight. What social fans, what they talking about in terms of weight bully is somebody that makes a weight and then rebounds 20 pounds the next night and has a weight advantage in terms of on the numbers. I may rebound if we fighting at 160, I may rebound to 180, and you only rebound to 172. I wish you would rebound 20 pounds in a fight against me. If a person makes the weight, do you realize that, like, the guy that's heavier on fight night, he had to cut more weight to make the weight? So you may have had if you the weight bully, you may have had a 20-pound cut. I had a 13, 14-pound cut. Advantage me. And if you rebound 20 pounds, Kovalev did that, right? He's big, and I'm looking at him when we go to the weigh-in, I'm looking at him with the press stuff we doing, and I'm like, this dude got bad weight on him. Like, this dude, he looked big. He probably was 200-some pounds, making 175. But that's an advantage for me. I got excited because I'm like, me and Ver's like, man, we gonna get all of that out of him, all them bad habits, all the stuff he liked to do, everything that got him to that 205 that he got to before he had to cut to 75, we gonna get all that out of him. It ain't no such thing as a weight bully, because that guy that rebounds 20 pounds, I guarantee you, if you press him, he gonna get tired around 4, 5, 6. He gonna fade on the back half of the fight. We got to get that word out of boxing. What y'all think about the weight bully thing?
I mean, I disagree kind of because
We've been disagreeing a lot lately.
We gonna disagree.
So I ain't surprised.
But look, I do think there are some weight bullies. I don't think Bud is a weight bully. He started at 135 pounds and gradually moved up. But I do think there's guys in boxing who walks around at 180 and they gonna go down to 135 and fight guys that walks around at 150. Now, I do agree with you. It's a disadvantage also. So I'm in agreement, but I do think if certain fighters have a great team, they can feel good enough on fight night to where they can get by. So for me, I do think it's some weight bullies in boxing.
But you know that's a lot of weight to lose, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Whoever the bigger man is.
For sure. But if you have a team who rehydrates you the right way, I feel like it kind of helps.
I don't care who you have on your team. If you could do whatever you want to do, I feel great.
Yeah.
But if the pace of this fight is the pace it's supposed to be, you gonna get tired.
Yeah, I agree.
You could be in great shape. You could do all the stuff right.
When you fight the right fighters, though.
Yeah, if you had to lose 20 to 25 pounds, 30 pounds, brother, you had a disadvantage. We got to stop looking at the scale and thinking that somebody got an advantage just because they heavier and they bigger. It's big dudes that weigh more that get clipped every day.
For sure.
Stuff been happening. They get beat. They get outboxed. They get bullied. We got to quit talking about this weight thing. Like, a clause is different. Now you stopping me from getting my strength back. I can't be 15 over the night. I can only be 10. To me, that's a weight bully when you intentionally putting clauses in there. But just because you gain a lot of weight, I don't think that's an advantage personally.
Do I like Tank did Ryan Garcia?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
something
for
like
sure.
that. Because you don't get the best Ryan Garcia.
You don't.
Now, from a business standpoint, if you got the leverage to do that, well played. But from a boxing standpoint and really seeing what you really working with, and if you could really beat this dude at his best, you can't say that.
But I got a question, right? So, from Tank's point of view, right? If he's a guy that walks around at 148, but then you got a guy like Ryan Garcia who walks around at 165 to 168, and now we agree on fighting each other at a certain weight class, but you know this guy walks around real heavy. You don't think, like, from his standpoint that, like, I'm not saying it's right.
I think from a business standpoint, it's a great move. From a business standpoint, if you can get that clause in there, but from a fighting standpoint, I just don't believe that that's an advantage. I don't believe that's an advantage. I'm looking at it a totally different way. I'm looking at it like, brother, you got to kill yourself way more than me. And you may be bigger than me, but, brother, if I fight the right fight, you going to get tired.
But think about it, if Ryan had a chance to rehydrate bigger than what he rehydrated that night, he probably would have came in that ring huge. Yeah. And from Tank's standpoint, it's like, I feel like it helps him.
I get his standpoint. I get it. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah,
I get it. I just don't agree with it because we making a weight. You in a weight class. You in a weight class, stand on that.
Yeah.
Pardon me, fans. I'm a little too old for this conversation.
We already know where you at with it.
I'm going to have it.
We already know where you at with it.
Where you at with it?
Y'all know where he at with
it.
Come on, we got to hear from you.
I ain't saying nothing.
Come on, man. We live. We want to hear from you.
I can't say nothing. I'm too old for this conversation.
Too old.
You ain't got to add. You ain't got to bring up nobody. Have you ever thought about doing a weight clause?
Hell no. For what? I don't care how much you weigh. When I get where I'm at and make my weight, I don't care what you.
Man, you the truth, though.
As long as you touch that scale of what you supposed to touch it at, I can care less what you coming at. You understand me? You're going to wear it regardless.
You believe in weight bullies?
And I was a weight bully because I can promise you I'm going to gain 20 and I'm still going to put it on you all night long. I can promise you I'm going to gain 20 and ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about it and I'm going to put it on you all night long with them 20. I promise.
Shut up.
I promise. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
That's just all it was.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but that's just how I did it.
Yeah.
I pulled down, especially when I was middleweight and super middleweight. Middleweight, it killed me to make middleweight.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But I can gain 20 pounds back. So when I fought most middleweights, when they touch me, I'm like, what the hell? This is a dream middleweight.
I just don't see it like that,
No, I ain't see it like that.
I understand what you're saying, but
So,
I don't see it like that, bro.
I didn't see it like that. I did it like that. So I just keep it real.
Yeah, but I wish you would come in 20 over. Come on.
I would every
Bring
time.
that 20 on. Come on.
Every time.
Oh, how much you weigh? We fighting at 60. You come in 180?
But I did.
I got you. I'm be touching that bottom, getting all them bad habits up out of you.
But I ain't had no bad habits.
I ain't saying you. I'm saying whoever that is.
Yeah, I got you.
Or
What if they don't got bad habits?
Okay,
Like
I'm about to
you
say that.
said?
If you ain't got no bad habits, you still had to suck down and make weight.
I did that now.
But
I know
what
you've
if
been in that
What if he
sauna.
don't get tired at all? He
I
in
didn't.
tremendous shape.
I
It's
didn't.
possible.
And he don't get tired
I
at
didn't.
all.
I didn't.
And he got
I'll tell
a
you.
weight advantage on you that night. I mean, I agree with y'all though. I ain't
Brother,
gonna lie,
if you
because
make
I
the
wouldn't
weight,
do it
if
either.
you make the weight,
I wouldn't do it either.
it's
I wouldn't do
even.
it.
It's fair game.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I feel like.
But see, I didn't know you was a weight bully, man.
Yeah, I was a weight
bully. I
bully.
just found out about you.
I was a weight bully. At 60, I was.
You
not
did
68.
that intentionally?
Not 68. At 60, I did, but not 68. 68, I couldn't gain that much weight.
Did you look at it like it was an advantage? It just was what it was.
At 60?
Yeah.
No, I knew it was an advantage. You know why? I had a friend come before me, Vince Phillips. I watched Vince Phillips walk around 180 pounds and make 140. I watched Vince Phillips go to wherever he went to and stop Costa Tszyu, the Russian that nobody wasn't beating at the time.
Yeah, Costa was a beast.
Stopped him with the right hand after coming from 180 to make 140. If he can do that, and he was out of shape at 180, then I know I should be able to pull down and go back up 20.
180 to 1, come on.
He did it, bro. He did it.
40
and
pounds.
stop Costa Tszyu.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just telling you what the truth is.
I
Now,
don't
this ain't
believe in it, bro.
I'm just telling you, I ain't say I believe in it, but I'm telling you what I saw.
If we fight at 175, you come in at 200 if you want to.
I ain't coming that big.
I'm saying not you. I'm saying
Yeah, I know. I feel you.
you come in at 200 if you want to.
Yeah, I got you.
I wish you would.
Yeah.
I wish you would.
Yeah.
Man, I did a rehearsal today at Allegiant, man. Stadium is beautiful. It's big, but it still seemed like intimate. You know, I feel like the fans gonna be just right over both the fighters. And you know, it's a stadium fight. I think it's 60 some odd thousand tickets that are gonna be sold come fight night. What you think, Bud, is his mindset is from a legacy standpoint? I know it's 3-time undisputed, but you know, he got a lot riding on the line. You know, we don't know how much longer he want to do this. What you think his mindset is from a legacy standpoint going into this fight, Shakur?
I think that fighters like us, and I'm going to say all of us, the brighter the lights get, the better we shine. And I feel like with Bud, when he walk out there and you see that stadium, you see all the people that's around and everybody screaming Canelo name, it's going to turn him up. Like, it's going to make him be like, yeah, like,
Right.
I can't wait to shut y'all up. Like, so I think he feeling good, and I think this is a great moment for him.
Should be happy, man, because he finally getting the shot that he been wanting his whole career, and be able to get that shot finally after all this time. You get a chance to fight one of the people to put you on a pound for pound top list, and maybe even put you on a pound for pound list for all times. When you see the fans, like he said, that just should make you be even more hyped to go do that. You know.
But why do some guys, when the lights get bright, the moment get big, they shrink, they can't perform?
Those are not world caliber athletes. Those are not guys that are made of that extra. That's one of those things that they say the good ones got to have that. If the light makes you shrink, then it's something you missing.
Yeah.
I think they soft. That's my opinion. I think they soft. If you go out there and you get like shocked by the fans in a moment, to me, I feel as though you soft because I'm not gonna feel that way. Yeah. I know it's my time to shine. I know it's my moment. That's how I'm feeling right there in that moment in that ring. And I did all this training to prepare for it, so I'm gonna trust in my preparation and show out that night. So,
but how you deal with the pressure though? You got more cameras in your face than you ever had, more fans, more pressure, and the best fighter you've ever faced. All of that, all at the same time, in one night.
It's me and that guy in there. It's not them. It's nobody around. It's me and you. Once we in there and we fighting, I know you can't beat me. So I'm not worried about nothing that's going on surrounded that. I'm worried about just what's going on in that ring.
It's a lot of guys that can't do that though. You know, one way I always looked at it was, I don't care how big the stage is, I still the same ring I've been fighting in since I've been a baby.
Facts.
It's just some cameras around now, and it's a whole lot more people watching. It's the same ring that I get in every single day when I go train, that I started in as an amateur, 10 years old. It's really the same ring. It's the same size ring. Everything is the same except it's just on a bigger stage.
Facts.
I agree.
I feel the same way.
But a lot of guys can't separate that, though.
They soft.
A whole lot of them can't.
Yeah.
They soft.
What's your closing thoughts, man, on this fight week? And just what you looking forward to? I know we keep talking about it, but, man, we got to – you know, it's a big fight week. I'm gonna go this direction. The fight getting made, and obviously it's a lot of monetary incentive, right? It's a whole lot of money on the table, and I don't care what nobody says. We talked about this yesterday. It ain't just legacy. It's legacy and currency. Mm-hmm. It's legacy and money, because if it wasn't about the money, then everybody be fighting for free, and they just say give me the legacy.
Right. So
I'm happy they getting paid big legacy implications on the line. But I appreciate this because we getting less and less of this. We getting less and less of this, and fighters got to do what Bud is getting ready to do, coming up 3 weight classes since the Spence fight to make these kind of fights happen. They don't happen very often, so I appreciate this fight happening because again, we're not seeing a lot of these fights. So that's why I'm excited about this fight, man. And really, I'm tired of talking about it, and I really just got to see it play out because it's similar to when you fight. You see, you got 10 different scenarios in your head on how you think it's gonna go.
Right.
I see a lot of different scenarios that could happen. I'm just ready to actually see it happen.
What I like, man, coming down the stretch is I'm just happy for boxing that we get a chance to get a 50-50 fight again. Because this
You truly
is what,
think it's 50-50?
It is 50-50.
Okay.
I don't care what nobody tell me it's 50-50.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
Making sure.
I think it's honestly 50-50 because you got to look at, in my humble opinion, if Canelo fights the right fight, he going to make it really tough for Bud. If Canelo don't fight the right fight, Bud going to make it really tough for Canelo. So it's like either guy can win this fight. And when you got either guy that can win, in my humble opinion again, I think that's a 50-50 fight. But that's what boxing has been missing. We have not been getting the 50-50 fights with the namesake that we're getting this time. We got two of the tops of the era, and they're finding a way to get in the ring together. And that's what boxing has been missing. You understand me? We can say what we want to say. All the talk, all the noise, yes, we are happy that Turk brought the currency to help the legacy meet up.
Turk brought the currency.
You feel me? But with that being said, these are the type of fights that boxing has been longing for. That's why they have things like Misfits and all these other celebrity boxing things going on, and all the exhibitions going on, because boxing wasn't getting these type of fights from boxing anymore. This time we're getting what boxing has been missing, and like I said yesterday, I hope everybody pays attention and is appreciative of both of these guys and Turk.
What I'm gonna say is, I got a close relationship with Bud. That's my brother. So for me, what I like about the fight the most is the fact that all these people been talking bad about him for years and years. Every time he fight, they make excuses for guys that he fought. Oh, Sean Porter was retiring. Oh, Kell Brook was past his prime. Oh, this person was that. Benavidez's leg was messed up. So for me, it's very great for me to see him get this moment to where he gets the biggest fight in the world against one of the best fighters in the world, and he's moving up 2 weight classes just to do it. I think it's amazing, and I can't wait to watch it and see how he shines and what he does in that moment, and I just can't wait.
Man, we all in the same boat, and we appreciate Netflix for coming into the fight space and doing what they do. They're making it a lot easier for hardcore fans and new fans to tune in. If you got that subscription, man, you can watch this fight live on Netflix. It's a beautiful thing. It's a different vibe, a different flow. We got to thank Turki Al-Sheikh for all that he's doing. He's not just a guy that's running his mouth or saying, he's not. Turki Al-Sheikh is a real boxing fan, and he's like treating the boxing game like a playground. But I appreciate him for not disrespecting the fighters. He's paying fighters, and in some cases, some fighters even getting overpaid. And I can't even say overpaid. I just say they getting paid. And I appreciate that. And then obviously, Dana, Zuffa Boxing, and just the whole team, man. I really appreciate everybody that's involved with this, man. And the fans, man, y'all been sounding off in the comment section. Some of y'all tripping. But y'all been sounding off in the comment section. Y'all, it's a lot of energy in Las Vegas. We got that big fight atmosphere, man. Once again, I'm tired of talking about it. We got to talk about it a little bit more. I'm ready to see it, man. We hope to see y'all there at the fight or tune in live on Netflix. That's another episode of Hall of Game. We appreciate y'all. We out.
Head out.
Welcome back, man. The last hour of streaming. It's been a great day. Man, shout out to our colleagues to the right who've been holding it down.
Our brothers.
Been here for yet. You want to use the mic?
Man, I'm loud in motherfucker.
Yeah, just it's quiet. It's the end of the day. Ain't too many people left in here, man. But fellas, a day before the fight.
Yeah.
What is in your guys' mindset right now, going through your mind if this is the fight for you guys tomorrow? Less than 24 hours. Like, what's your game plan? What's your day looking like?
Yeah, it's for me. The 24 hours before the fight, after the weigh-in is tricky because it's like you happy you made weight, so you got that first battle out the way. So now you rehydrating and you eating, so you happy. You got people around, you got your team, and you got family members. But it's tricky because to them it's a party.
Yeah.
To them it's an event. That don't start until after the fight. We can't celebrate until after the fight. So it's you happy to see your kids, you happy to see your people, but it's like I can't give into that right now. Hey man, I love you. Good to see you. Man, I know y'all having a good time, but then I gotta lock back in. So it's a weird feeling for me 24 hours before, because you happy you made the weight, you get to eat like a normal person and hydrate, but you got this thing that's just you can't get off your mind. I'm the event. I'm the one that everybody's coming to see, and then you in your room and you see yourself on the billboard. You walking around, you see yourself on the billboard. Everybody pulling on you, and it's just a constant reminder all week long that son, you are the event, and you here for a reason. And that lock in, man, trying to stay locked in that 24 hours before, man, can be tricky.
That mental side.
For me, man, it's similar, very similar to what he said. I think the only thing different with me was that because I had to struggle so hard to make the weight, once I beat the weight, I feel like the hardest victory has been won already.
Okay.
You understand me? Now it's you. And you got to pay for the victory I just had. That's all on you now.
You got to pay for that.
You got to pay for that. You feel me? So,
A little bit of fear, is that healthy? Is that normal, or is it more anxious? Or how did you guys approach stuff like this?
a little bit of fear was good.
Okay.
Because a little bit of fear keeps you on your P's and Q's. But check this out. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was the same for him too. I can have all the fear in the world, and I could second guess myself. The devil can try to tell me I'm not ready. But the first time I see them fans,
it's on.
oh, that's out the window.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's time to kill or die.
Yeah. You're going to always feel a little bit of fear. If you're human, you're going to feel that. But more than that, I think for me the best feeling was just excitement. I've been eating, sleeping, drinking this dude for 3 months. I'm tired of talking about you. I'm tired of seeing you. I'm tired of hearing about you. I'm tired of talking about the game plan. Like, I'm more in a mode of just a readiness. And, yeah, you're going to hear the voices, man. You're going to get clipped tomorrow night. Man, hey, man, this is going to happen. And you got to battle that kind of stuff. But the more you do it, the more you get proficient in battling that thing, where that voice ain't as loud as it normally is.
Shout out Netflix and obviously the beautiful Flat and Blue for hosting us. Netflix in the boxing space. We all got a chance to do something for the Tyson Paul. You guys are both working tomorrow, or just you?
I'm just on tomorrow.
Okay, so Dre's the only one making a check tomorrow. We just get to be we just get to be fans tomorrow. This atmosphere, this energy, what have you guys seen? Do you feel? Have you really been around the bigger crowd yet? What's the vibe in Vegas for you guys right now, as guys have been there and done it?
I think the excitement is there, but I think it's also different. You know, with Turkey Al-Sheikh coming over along with Dana White and his team, Zuffa Boxing and UFC, it's a little bit different, but it's still very, very big. So it's not the normal boxing feel, but you still get the sense that it's a lot of excitement, it's a lot of energy in the air, and it's a lot on the line, man. Anytime you got a real fight, I'm not just talking about two names where deep down you know, well, they both passed their prime. You got two real dogs, and it's a lot of hardware on the line. It's bragging rights on the line. It's legacy on the line. It's a whole lot of currency on the line. They're gonna get paid regardless, win, lose, or draw. But that check feel a lot better getting it when you go home with a win. All of that's in the air. And right around this time, Friday, that's when people they get off work, they get on that flight, and they start pulling up. So I think today is the strongest that I felt, sort of that big fight atmosphere vibe.
And for me, it's a great opportunity for people to get that vibe again. But we got something else that we don't usually have around boxing. Besides Turk Al-Sheikh, we also got Netflix. That's huge. You understand me? That's something that was unthinkable in our times. You understand me? So to have a streaming network this big, where if you are a subscriber, you get to fight for free.
Yeah, because I talked to my mama last night.
See?
She said, baby, where you at? I said, I'm working tomorrow. She said, you all know you working the fight? I said, I'm working the fight. How can I watch it? I felt good telling my mama that she could just tune in. I said, you got a subscription? Yeah. You could watch the fight live on Netflix. Mama,
That's
you ain't got to
awesome.
pay. You ain't got to do no pay-per-view. I feel good about that.
And that's big because so many people now are going to get that re-feeling, or get to revisit that feeling of a big-time prize fight that has been lost for with pay-per-view, it got kind of lost because so many people steal the streams.
Yeah.
You know, we see it, but it's not real. Now it's so many people that have Netflix that true fans are going to get to enjoy a true fight.
Stack, what was the last fight that you recall that had this type of energy and had you this excited to see?
I haven't had one this excited in my lifetime. that I was able to attend.
Okay.
I mean, the Mayweather-Ricky Hatton fight was crazy. Because it was all Ricky Hatton fans in there. It's only one Ricky Hatton. I mean, it was crazy in there.
Was shaking.
The whole arena was shaking. And that was
even when he knocked him down.
Even when he knocked him down with that check left hook coming into the corner. See, I watch it. Check left hook.
It is.
But anyway, tomorrow, I don't think I've ever seen nothing like what it's going to be tomorrow.
What you wearing?
Louis, of course.
Okay.
LV. I'm the LV guard, but I got to look good for this fight because, like I said, this might be the biggest fight I ever get a chance to see in my lifetime.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Fellas, same question. In a fight that comes to mind that kind of had this energy and this type of excitement that you weren't involved in.
The Floyd Pacquiao fight, I think, had kind of the similar energy, but it was still missing Netflix. Yeah. It was still missing Turkey out of Sheik. You understand me? So that was close, but this one I think is gonna outdo that one because. These two guys have been building their legacy for so long. Yes. These two guys are already legendary, and they still basically in their primes. So how often nowadays do we get two guys at the top of their game meeting at that time? These two dudes at the top of their game and willing to risk it all.
Yeah, I say the same. Probably Mayweather Pacquiao. I called that fight on the international broadcast, but same type of vibe. And that fight had been delayed for so long, had been talked about for so long that the energy in the air was like, it's finally happening. You know, the Filipino fans, Floyd's fans, it was just a lot of energy. But probably the last fight that I was really, really, really excited about, I wasn't there, was Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. You know, that was one of them ones, man. I'm cool with both guys. I got a lot of love and respect for both guys, but somebody, it's gonna be one winner. Yeah. You know, but that vibe around that, and that was like for us. That was like a for us fight. That, you know, the boxing people, the boxing fraternity. That was probably the last one for me.
Does a loss mean, this for all three of you guys, does a loss mean more to one of these guys than the other, or is a loss a loss? How whoever loses this fight, does it do anything to anything?
No, but without a question, the loss is bigger for Canelo because he's the big guy.
Okay.
Everybody right off the top wrote Bud off and said, he's too small. He's not going to be able to deal with that size. So if Bud lost, we didn't expect him to be Canelo. Mm-hmm. He lost to a bigger guy. Mm-hmm. But if Canelo lost, it's a little bit different animal.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that on paper. But in reality, I think it's going to affect Bud more than it affect Canelo. Canelo has lost before. He's got 2 draws. That's almost like a loss. Crawford ain't lost in nothing in a long time. And it take one to know one. When you have not lost like that, like I said this on, you know, our show and the War Room Breakdown, it's like win or die. And it's not that you will actually die, but it's gonna feel like a death. I gotta relive this every day for the rest of my life. So Crawford is not looking at it like it's an out if he can't pull it off.
Right.
He's looking at it like I gotta pull it off.
Win.
And he said it himself. He said, there's no way that I'm leaving here without them belts and becoming 3-time undisputed champion. But the problem with that is the other guy thinking like that too. Canelo Alvarez thinking like that too. And, you know, I said this to somebody this week. I said, man, if I had to look at the weight classes from maybe 154 to 168, and I said, who is it out there that could give Terrence Crawford a run for his money and potentially beat him? It would be Canelo Alvarez. And if it's a smaller guy that can come up 2, really 3 weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez, who would that guy be? It would be Terrence Crawford. Mm-hmm. So that's why this fight is what everybody's saying it is, and it's a can't-miss fight.
Jack?
Well, for me, you know, not being a for real champion like them, but on the outside looking in, I think if they lose, it don't hurt neither one of their legacy to me. They both won 2 of the greatest boxers we've ever seen. You know, obviously, like you said, I can see Bud coming to this with it ain't no such thing as a loss. It's win or die. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason why I wouldn't box, because I don't have. They would have to kill me.
All that.
Yeah, they're gonna kill me. But I love that attitude. But for me, you know, a loss, I agree with them. It probably would hurt Bud more. But in my mind and in my heart, both of these guys, it wouldn't hurt them to me. They're both still great.
Press conference yesterday. What was your takeaways from the press conference?
Good vibes. Terrence looked a little bit more personable. He looked a little bit more happier. and that's because he's not having to drain himself as much. So he got a little bit more up under him. He could drink a little bit more water and fluid, and he can eat a little bit more. So you see him kind of laughing and joking. He's still serious, but not as serious and as locked in, I would say, as you would normally see him, where he's got, less tolerance for certain questions. Canelo seemed, like he was in a good space too. He probably was dealing with the weight situation a lot worse than Terrence Crawford was. And we don't do the live weigh-ins anymore. We do the weigh-in in the morning, which I think is better for the fighter. It takes away from the fans a little bit because you love seeing a fighter take off his warm-up and seeing what type of shape he's in. And you got that gaunt look in his face, and you know he's feeling away. And then I'm seeing my opponent for the last time. It's just something you can't replace with that. But I am happy they can. I wish I would have been able to weigh in the morning instead of 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. So, I'm just excited, bro.
Is it leaning one way or the other towards the crowd in there? Did
I mean,
have the crowd?
It's Mexican holiday. Yeah. You know where it's going.
Canelo gonna have the bigger crowd, but Omaha is gonna be in the building too. But they might be drowned out by Mexico.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Yeah, but I know that, but I'm saying like Omaha really travels though. Nebraska really travels though. He got fans everywhere, but Nebraska be in the building, and because they got on Nebraska gear, it's lit.
Yeah, when they here too.
He got fans everywhere, but Nebraska, man, I respect the hometown. Like you appreciate all the fans, but when your home city and your hometown in the building, it just hit different.
Roy, you were someone who really didn't feel like the weight was going to be a big deal in this fight.
No.
Speak to us about that.
Yeah, I still don't feel like the weight's going to be a big deal because if you think about it, what I do want to see though is I want to see what Canelo's deal was at the press conference because he didn't mind letting Terrence win the stare down. He even pat him on his back like, yeah, okay, you won that good. Yeah. Great job for you. See you by tomorrow. So I'm really, I saw that. So I'm really trying to see if that's what that was because that's what it looks like. At the same time, Bud still being Bud, he made sure he won that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, both guys kind of won the stare down. So it's kind of even there. And I was glad to see it because I want to know that Bud is serious, but I did want to see what kind of confidence Canelo had. The fact that he tried to basically little boy Bud showed me that he's saying that, you know what, you here, but you ain't gonna win. So that was great. That was great for me to see.
Yeah, it's a couple different ways you could look at that. I've been a fighter. I never wanted to break the stare first. And you could have that mindset not wanting to break the stare and still get clipped on Saturday. So it ain't everything, but it's just a little something. I don't want to give you nothing. I don't want to give you nothing. So it was interesting, and I've seen Canelo be that way too. I've seen Canelo be dismissive toward opponents where I'm not extending my hand to you. So it was interesting him breaking the stare and extending his hand like he was, but it could have been something as simple as, brother, I'm making weight. I got to make weight in the morning. I ain't got time to be up here doing all this with you. Good. See you tomorrow. We're going to take these photo ops and keep it moving. It could have been that, but I thought the press conference was great, man, and I thought some of the questions that was asked was, I didn't, it's foolish, man. Just some of the stuff. It was some good ones, but a lot of them wasn't good. And I think, real quick, I think, man, the people that cover the sport, we just got to be a little bit more sophisticated, a lot more sophisticated. You dealing with guys that's fighting each other, and you asking Canelo about a guy that he's not fighting on Saturday, and if that's still a possibility for him to fight him in the future. He can't think like that. He can't even wrap his brain around that. But to you, to the report, it makes perfect sense. I don't appreciate questions like that 2 days before a fight.
To the contrary, though, if I'm making weight, I'm pulling down. I'm angry because I'm making weight, and it's because of you. And I'm really here to beat you behind.
Take it out on him.
I'm not finna turn away from you first, and I'm not extending my hand unless I'm going basically, like I said, be trying to little boy you. Yeah. If I'm little boying you, then I'll do that. Mm-hmm. But if it ain't that, I'm not doing nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm mad. I want to kill you right now because I'm struggling. I can't eat. I can't drink. I want to drink. Fault. All this is your fault.
It's your fault.
I'm not going to be nice to you unless I'm trying to little boy. Right. So, like I said, we get to find. I don't know which one it is. I'm just saying we don't know which one it is yet, but we'll find out come tomorrow night.
Dre, I think to your point of what you said about questioning, I think that's why it's so important for people like you and Roy to be in this space now, and more former athletes or more former boxers to have this space and kind of set the precedent and the tone, because I don't care how good a journalist you are, how long you've covered boxing, they've never been in your mind. They've never had to do what you had to do leading up to a fight and understanding where your mind is at the time and the type of questions that people just kind of blow off because that's a bullshit question at the time.
Yeah, I mean, this is what this whole platform, all the smoke is about, man. It's like, for us, by us, So I agree with that 100%, and that's why I don't like calling myself media. They're like, you media now. I'm like, you got to come up with another word.
Man, we different.
Yeah, you got to come up with another word. I don't know what it's going to be, what the word going to be, or how you quantify what we do, but it ain't, I don't know if it's media. It's a form of media, but because it kind of got a bad rap. I just try to treat athletes in general the way I want to be treated, and I do know what they're going through, so I'm not going to ask you that question. Or if you're in training camp, and I'm, hey man, let me come to camp and come sit down with you. Man, it ain't a good time right now. I don't take it personal. I understand, man. You getting ready to risk your life and everything that you built in 2-3 weeks. You don't want to sit down and answer them questions again. I respect that. So I just think that, now podcasters, but writers and whoever it is that's covering the sport, man, just think you got to learn from the mistakes when you see the mistakes made and not repeat them.
Good point. Jack, I'm going to put you on the spot. You have the big fight tomorrow. You got a big fight tomorrow. What would your walkout song be?
If I had a walkout song tomorrow, my walkout song would probably be I would go UGK.
I was just about to say it.
Okay, Return of the Trill.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would go.
Roy, you've been known to have some iconic walkouts.
Y'all must have forgot.
You know what he coming out to.
DMX, rest in peace, Locks, Method Man, Redman. Any of them come to mind that are kind of your favorite?
None of my favorite. To be honest with you, Scarface is my favorite.
Okay.
So, it'd be me to probably be some of that. Or I might try to trick them because it's Canelo, and I want to make them think that I'm thinking different. I might come out to Nirvana.
Okay.
Come
Teen Spirit?
as you are. And, you heard me? I might mess the head up a little bit.
A little different.
Yeah.
Dre, what goes into picking a walkout song?
It's a feel thing.
Okay.
You just hear it. I may be in camp. I may have heard my walkout song before I even got to camp. It's just a feel thing, and I'm like, that's it. And I keep playing it throughout camp, see if I'm still vibing with it, and then it's like, nah, that's it. That's the one. That's the one I want to go to. But I think if I'm in a situation like this, I may flip the script, man. Come out to like some Phil Collins or something, man. I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
Yeah.
This the one. That's the one.
For Bud, for sure.
That for Bud, I'm saying. But that give you goosebumps, man. Like that just gives you the sense that something big getting ready to happen.
Something. When you guys are walking out, I mean, I know as former players, we get out on court and we kind of see who's around the court, but then we lock in. Do you guys notice that on the walkout? Stars there, other fighters there. And do you notice that? Obviously, once you're in the ring, it's a different story. But do you notice it on the walkout?
Yeah, I notice it. And what I also notice is, especially the big moments. For me, it was almost like, not every time, but in certain moments, it almost felt like an out-of-body experience. Like, I'm in that tunnel, I'm seeing the crowd, and they screaming and yelling, and they finally get a view of you, and you got the cameras on you, so you on the big Tron in the big screen in the arena, and it's like, man, this was the moment. Like, this is it. And that moment can make you have like an out-of-body experience, and as you're walking, you got to see people but not see them. Like, I see you with something I see, but I'm not really focused on you, because what can happen, right, is you can become a spectator to your own event. You start looking up, and my eyes get big, and all of a sudden
on the canvas.
You start feeling like the moment is too big for you. So when they say like lock in, for me, it's a tunnel vision where I see you but I don't, and that follows me in the ring. When I get in the ring, that's why I will always go around to each corner of the ring, and I pass my opponent, because I'm letting you know this is my ring. I'm marking my territory. And this is my ring. But it's a lock-in, because I believe, tell me if you agree with this, for a fighter, you can have a great training camp, and if you're not mentally right, you can lose it the week of the fight. You can lose it on the walk to that ring.
That's very true. All what you're saying is 100% true. Me, I was so crazy about it. When I get in the ring, I'm finding 5 people. I'm finding my mama. I'm finding my wife. And I'm finding 6 people. I'm finding 4 of my guys. It was Gabe Brown, Derek Smoke Gainer, Keon Bussey, and Lemuel Nelson. Those are guys that I raised up. They know everything about what we think in the ring.
In that moment.
I put them in different places, so if anything happens, I know if I go on autopilot, I can listen to what they say. Because they know me like I know me. I raised them. They are an extension of me. You understand me? So when I find them 4 guys, my mom and my wife, the rest of them, I'm good to go. Let's ride. You
I
got to
did
kill
that
me.
too. I find my white blower, kissing my
kill me.
kids. Yeah.
You got to kill me.
Yeah.
Jack, where do you personally feel, as obviously someone who's passionate about boxing but a fan of boxing, where do you feel the sport is right now?
Like I said, I mean, where we at today, Canelo and Bud fighting, I don't think we could be in a better position. You talk about all the people that's coming in the sport and helping boxing now. I think it's in the best position it could be, because a lot of talk has been talked about fights not happening and guys not getting money. Well, all that's been nipped in the bud in a short time by 1 or 2 people. So I think boxing is the best place it could be right now.
Max Kellerman mentioned yesterday that boxing hasn't been this big in the last few years, and Canelo was quick to stop him and correct him and say that's not true. As former fighters, we've seen boxing at its highest. It had a low point a while ago, and I feel like obviously it's trending back in the right direction. Where do you guys feel the sport is currently?
First of all, what Canelo is saying is all about a boxer, a fighter, a champion, and what he's trying to say is you're media. You understand me? For you, this is bigger. For us, it's the same, because I've been fighting guys that I was either supposed to be or was not supposed to be. I've been fighting 50-50 fights with Kovalev and B-Ball and Triple G. It don't get no bigger than that inside the ring. What you're saying, you're talking about outside the ring. They didn't clarify that. But that's why Canelo got mad about that.
Okay.
Because inside the ring, it don't get no bigger than your biggest fights. You understand where I'm coming from? But outside the ring, it is in a great place, and it has gotten bigger because, A, you got Turk Alex Sheik in, B, you got Netflix in. How much bigger than that does it get? You understand me? So it is bigger in a sense. I understand what Mac's saying too, but I do get what Canelo is saying. From his point of view, for us, the way we look at it, every night it's the same thing for us. You feel me? So yeah, it don't matter about whether the money was there, whether Netflix was there or not. I've been getting it. I've been doing the same thing I'm doing now for years.
Listen, it's always going to be something we can clean up in the sport of boxing. Always. So it always could be better.
Stuff that we won't know outside, that the guys that didn't box.
We could always clean up the business and clean house internally so the sport can be better. But I've been hearing about boxing dying for a long time. It sure is a slow death. It ain't went nowhere. We still here. We still here. So as long as it's humans on the earth, they gonna want to see two fighters fight in the ring. Always. UFC got their space. They obviously doing a great job of what they doing. But it's also a space for 2 guys in that boxing ring. And I think as long as we on this earth, people going to want to see 2 prize fighters get in there and duke it out.
Thoughts of, obviously we talk about Turk, but we, with Dana White jumping in this space, one of the spearhead guys that kind of put MMA to where it's at. What are your guys' thoughts on him crossing over and his ability to help bring some more eyeballs to this space?
Man, I like it. I'm a watch and see type of person. I'm the same way with Turkey or anybody else. People want opinions. They want to be the first to say things. I'm one that, I do a lot of watching and less speaking. I just want to see it play out. But I think having new blood in the game is a good thing. You cannot argue with the results that they've gotten over there on the UFC side. Is everything perfect over there? No. But promoting an event, building a sport, and having that system that he's now trying to bring to, boxing, man, get a man some time and see what happens.
There are some aspects of it that are good for the sport, but there are other aspects of it that are not good for the sport. Like I'm saying, I do understand what he's doing with UFC, but that's how UFC started. To put that into boxing, you got to erase some of boxing history. And that's going to be very, very difficult to do. You understand me? So how we can make that balance happen is what's important. And that's why they got to have people like us that knows boxing, that understands that, to try to keep that balance. Because if we don't, we're going to lose a whole lot of stuff in boxing that we're going to hate we ever lost. Because if we don't have a past, how can we have a future?
Let me ask you a question. Do y'all know what the reporter was talking about with the Ali thing yesterday?
Yeah.
With Dana? Was he dead on? Was he right?
I think he was.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a controversial topic, man, for sure. And it's gonna be.
But why erasing anything that has something to do with Ali is even on the table?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That's why I just said what they trying to do
for a long time.
What they trying to do
for a long time. Yeah.
What they're trying to do is going to erase a lot of history, and you can't do that. You're going to ruin the whole game. So you got to be very careful how you move.
A combined 108 fights. Total 800 rounds combined, and neither of the 2 fighters tomorrow night have touched the canvas. I mean, that's crazy. What are some keys to victory for each guys? And this is open up to all three of you guys. What are some keys to victories you guys are looking for each fighter to come out on top?
Let me go first because people really want to hear what they got to say. What I think is Bud has to be the type of fighter that he's been his whole career, where he's willing to scrap, but also can switch up and show a lot of different looks to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Canelo has really fought. He's fought a lot of different styles, but one person that can give him 3 different looks, I think that's what Bud can do. Canelo just got to be Canelo. We know how he fight. You know what I'm saying? He come with power, counter punches. You know what I'm saying? He's hard to hurt. So I think basically what I'm saying is both of these fighters just got to really be themselves, and they can come out victorious.
Man, I think that even though it's a lot to be said about the power, and we'll see about the size on fight night, who's the bigger fighter, stronger fighter. You know, many think it's going to be Canelo, and I understand that. But I think Canelo I think he has to use the other elements of his game that you don't see a lot, his boxing ability. You know, Canelo can box. I'm not saying he's got to move around, but I think he's got to show Crawford some different looks and then backdoor the power. Because you can't, you know, Canelo's a guy that try to kick that front door down. And he going to keep kicking that front door until something happen. He ain't going to check the side door, the back door, the window. Yeah. I think in this fight, given the type of dude he's getting ready to fight, he got to check some other avenues to try to get into that house. And for Terrence, he's got to prove that the physical strength is there. He's got to prove he can take the shot. But I do think he has enough power to get respect from Canelo. Bud don't have to be the strongest. He just has to be strong enough. He doesn't have to be the harder puncher. He just has to hit hard enough to get respect. So, man, we can go back and forth about these game plans, man. It's a great fight that has to be played out in real time because it's that close, it's that nip and tuck, and there's so many layers to it, right? If they was in the same weight class, be a little less to talk about. But because we got a weight situation going on, it's a whole lot to talk about, man. I just can't wait to see it happen.
I agree. The weight thing is the only thing that's making it hard to determine which guy's going to win or how they're going to win. So for me, Bud has to fight in a circle, keep fighting that circle if he's going to have a chance to win. He can't fight. Yes, he can't fight backing up or letting Canelo get him on the ropes. You understand me? Because Canelo has been at this weight. Of course he's going to be stronger. Canelo, on the other hand, needs to be able to push Bud back, needs to be able to push Bud around. He needs to be the bully, because he's the bigger guy. You understand me? So I think if Canelo can be the bully, he makes it very difficult for Bud. If Bud can fight in that circle, he makes it very difficult for Canelo. But that's why I call it a 50-50 fight. Either guy can win.
You think it's going to be, from a conditioning standpoint, right, later in the fight, 7th round on, you think it's going to be any issue for Bud to carry around a heavier weight?
Yes, it's going to be an issue because he's never done it before. So, yes, you did in sparring.
He trained, but not
in a real fight. But in sparring, you don't have 60,000 fans cheering, pulling from you, too. You know, it's like you guys know in a basketball game, and I'm going to tell y'all this story. It's funny as heck. One day, I was playing a basketball game in the league we played in, and I know I was training for boxing. I was in great shape and everything. We got in front of we had a real game in front of the fans. It wasn't a whole lot of fans, maybe about 300, 400 fans there. We went up and down. That 6 minute came for that timeout. They called timeout. I got to the bench. I said, what in the hell is going on? Them fans, you feel me? That adrenaline from them fans. So it's like people don't understand that it's a different adrenaline in front of that crowd than it is in that gym. You understand me? You feel it in the gym, but you ain't going to feel it nothing like you going to feel it in front of that crowd. That adrenaline makes everything decrease to about a third of what it really is. So, yes, he's carried the weight in training and done the training, but it's different when you're in front of them 60,000. That's what we got to see tomorrow.
What does this do? It's a two-part question because I'm going to ask for both. What does this victory do for Canelo's legacy?
It just cements it even more. And I think quietly, I think both fighters have had to deal with criticism of who they fought. Right now, at face value, you see a bunch of names on Canelo's record, but not a lot of prime names. And you know, you start seeing stuff where he don't want to fight David Benavidez. You know, so people gonna always have something to say, right? Some of it I understand, some of it I don't. But I think quietly for Canelo, he's saying it's a name. I know he's moving up in weight, but he's arguably the best fighter in the world, or one of the best fighters. So what you gonna say now? And the same thing for Terrence Crawford. He getting dogged with the same type of criticism. Who have you fought? And in Terrence's mind, I fought this guy, that guy, this guy, this guy. But in the words of Canelo, well, who is that guy? Who is he? So quietly, he's saying, I got the name. The money is good. I want that too. But I finally got a name that you can't deny. Everybody knows. And yeah, I had to sacrifice a lot to get this, right? But quietly, I think that's what they both really want. I want you on my resume. Yeah, legacy is cool. I can place me where you're gonna place me on the all-time list. But this is a personal thing where you can't say that I didn't fight nobody, and you can't say that I didn't fight nobody.
I agree with that 100%.
I mean, with Bud potentially being the first 3-time undisputed champion, if that plays itself out, where is he in the hierarchy?
But Usyk is, right? Usyk 3-time, right?
Yep.
2?
Heavyweight and
Can we fact check that? I thought he was 3-time.
cruiserweight and heavyweight.
Okay, 2-time?
I definitely ain't arguing with y'all.
2 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where does this put him in the hierarchy of boxing greatness?
To me, it put him definitely in the top 10.
Okay.
Maybe catapult him to the top 5. I don't know, but definitely the top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, he the first guy to become undisputed champ twice, or undisputed twice in the 4-belt era. But if he does it 3 times,
That's crazy.
nobody's never done that. You
Yeah, that's
understand me?
crazy.
When you do something like that, it's got to put you up in the top 10, if nothing else. You're doing something that no person has ever done before. You understand? Like I tell people, yeah, so it's just what it is. But I ain't gonna talk about that. But
Dre?
Leave that alone.
yeah, leave that alone.
Yeah, he's up there. I don't know how high. The all-time situation is very, very hard. Man, I try to stay out of that conversation as much as possible because it's tough, but he's up there. He's up there. He's in the conversation.
And when we talk about, I mean, this is just a question. I'm not asking you to give me yours, but when we talk about greatest of all time, there's names that are thrown out. Can you guys, do you eliminate weight classes? You just say who you feel the greatest
That's pound
is?
for pound.
It's pound for period.
Yeah. All time is pound for pound.
Okay.
Yep.
So you get down. Is there a chance this fight can be a trilogy?
Ooh.
Do you see these guys going 3 times?
Wouldn't be healthy for both of them.
I can see a rematch, but I can't see a trilogy.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
But
that.
what if it's 1-1 then?
It's not gonna be 1-1. Whoever wins the first one,
We'll probably win
definitely
the second.
probably gonna win the second one.
Interesting.
So because the first thing you gotta remember is it's not like these 2 guys are great at moving around the ring like Sugar Ray Leonard did against Hagler.
They stand in front of each other.
You feel me? They're gonna be in that tire, and that's just how both of them fight. So in that tire, we're gonna find out a lot of things early. We're gonna find out even more things late. And if you did it twice, it's gonna be all you can do. Think about this fight right here. Think about the Katie Taylor and Serrano fight. They gave us everything the first 2 fights. The third fight, they didn't have nothing to give us.
Hey, said we gonna silent agreement. We gonna box
That's
this
it.
time.
That's
We
it.
gotta fight this fight
We already
different.
we did
We ain't
everything.
got time for that back and forth stuff again.
We did everything. You got both of the decisions.
Beat the brakes off each other the first 2 fights.
You feel me? So
The third fight wasn't healthy. They couldn't take that.
they need it exactly. So that's
Then
what I'm
But
saying.
then you see the fans, they boo though.
Yeah, but I think this time,
We gave you all them rounds,
Yep.
and it still wasn't enough.
I think this time we go 2 and done.
Yeah, I can't really see a trilogy. I can see 2, and selfishly, I hope we get 2, just from a a
Fan
pundit and fan
standpoint.
standpoint. But I want them to get 2 too to get a 2-for-1 and double up on that paycheck.
That's what I said.
Yeah, why not?
Double the bag.
I would love to see that for them.
We see it in basketball, the infusion of cash in these contracts. There's been whispers of 150 purse, 200 prize pot, Crawford getting 50 plus. Like, what are your guys' thoughts with your excellence that you've accomplished in this sport? Obviously made money, but the money's continued to grow once you guys have been done. Like I said, we talk about this often in the NBA side. What are your guys' thoughts on just the purses that the fighters are getting these days?
The purse is crazy, man. It's crazy, and you want to be in that mix at that time. Turkey, where was you at when I was fighting? You gonna have days like that for sure, but I'm really for the fighter. I'm really for the athlete. So I'm more than anything, man. I just smile. I'm like, man, you getting what you're supposed to get. And I understand it's gonna be a winner and a loser, probably, bar a draw. But the truth is it really any losers in a type of situation like this?
None whatsoever.
If somebody getting a 100 piece and somebody getting a 60 piece, 70 piece, is it really a loser in this fight? I get it, but I'm saying. So that's the stuff that makes me happy, because most of the time what you hear is high risk, little reward. And the suits are in the back chopping up the money because oftentimes we don't know no better. So I'm going to give you this at the end. And I just got done fighting and taking punches and dishing punches and took a lot of punishment. And then you hand me a check that's maybe 40, 50% of what it should have been. But you justify it because you say, he's never made that kind of money before. You should be happy. Well, where the rest of my 50 at? So that's not happening in this case. That makes me feel good. That makes me happy. And I wouldn't mind a 2-for-1, but, man, we got to get through that first one first.
Is there a purse, real quick, Roy, hold your thought, a purse that could bring Dre back?
Dang, they keep.
Is there a purse that could bring Dre back?
Well, I mean, we didn't have a conversation about it, but I'm gonna let him tell it.
A person, a person.
I don't pillow talk, man. Me and my boy talk a lot.
Hey, you
but I
said
ain't gonna be
Ray.
the one telling
Roy said a purse and a person.
I believe it's a person and a person that can bring him back.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
with him, man?
I'm just saying.
A purse and a
I believe there's a purse
person.
and a person.
Who's that person, Roy?
We know the person.
Hey, and I want to take a guess at the number.
Hey, what if they don't know who the person is?
The person is Anthony Joshua. That's without a question.
And my boy need at least a 50 ball.
You heard me already. So I mean, if you want
At
to
least
see
a
it,
50 ball. Yeah. He always sizing us up. So you know what? Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. Somebody needs to fight Drake. It's getting a little. I'm just starting to worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Walking up on us like we next.
Yeah, he got to get it out soon, bro. Yeah, because he gonna hurt somebody.
What I be doing? What I be doing?
He said
What I be
sizing
doing?
up the homies.
I be walking up to him saying,
Stick your arm out.
how
Stick
tall
your
is
arm
you?
out. Stick your arm
You
out.
6? Okay, that ain't that bad. 6'6"? Okay, that ain't that bad. Yeah, I can still reach you.
My boy, hey, a 50 ball. He ready. Where you at? Come with the 50 ball.
That's the starting point.
but on to the subject about Turk, I'm going to say this because I always have to say it because, like he said, yeah, you have days you say, man, what was this when I was around? But when you look at the overall picture, I'm just glad to see what Turk's doing for the men, and I'm glad to see what Jake Paul did for the women. Because anybody that go out there and train, dedicate their life to boxing like they do, or like we all have done, deserves anything they get.
Deserve the bigger piece, too.
Yep.
But the fighters before us made less than us.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, how it goes. Before we get out of here, Jake Paul, Tank Davis, thoughts?
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. If you put Tank in the ring with Jake Paul with some 8 or 10 ounce gloves on,
It can happen.
I can promise you, in my honest opinion, Tank knocking Jake out. See, you got to know Tank to know what I'm talking about. I promise you. People don't understand how hard Tank punch.
I'll try to sell somebody.
Tank is a real live puncher. Tank has been known to knock out light heavy and heavyweights in boxing gyms. You understand? We talking about with headgear and 16 ounce gloves on.
Yeah.
Do not get in your mind that if this fight is real in 8 or 10 ounce gloves, that Tank is not going to knock Jake Paul out. Because if it is, he going to knock him out. Now, if they're in 12 and 14s, Jake might knock Tank out. I don't know. But if they fight at 8 or 10 like they're supposed to, I'm just going to keep it real.
Can Jake knock him out?
That's my question.
like I
Can
said.
Tank take a punch from Jake?
Yeah,
In a 10 ounce glove.
in a 10 ounce glove, yeah, you can knock him out. But the problem is he ain't going to hit him first. See, y'all got to go back to the Garcia fight.
And the Rolly fight.
This man knows how to take his time.
He set him up.
Find his shot. I keep telling people, y'all don't give Tank enough for his IQ in boxing.
Yeah.
He don't have IQ outside of boxing sometimes, but in boxing, Tank has a high IQ. Very high IQ.
Bird.
Birdo.
There's a naked man on the stage. Oh, wait, he got clothes on. My bad. What up, Doc?
Florida in the building.
You better
Florida
believe
in the
it.
building.
You better believe it.
Hey, man, come here. Come here. We talking about. Come here real
Get
quick.
shit done.
Come here real quick, man. Come here. Sit down, man. We talking about this Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis situation. What you thinking about it?
I think it's gonna be a nice circus show. I think it's gonna be a nice circus show. You know what I mean?
I said, if it's real,
Yeah,
if
that's
it's
what
real.
I told you the other day. Yeah, I told him the other day. I think take a clip him. You know what I mean? I think so many people are just worried about the size. They don't understand. If you've been doing this since you've been 10 years old and the IQ is there, it doesn't matter how big you are.
Yeah, and they don't realize too that we always fight, no matter what weight class you're, we always fighting bigger guys. We've been sparring bigger guys our whole life, so they like, oh my God, he's so big. I do this all the time. Y'all just don't see it.
So I
And
think
the timing, Tank got
the
timing.
timing's there. I think he's gonna. You know what I mean, I believe he's gonna walk him around the ring and let him just fall right into something like how he did.
Rolly.
Kind of similar like that.
Okay.
Easy, quick.
Okay, while we got you here.
Oh, Lord.
Excuse me.
Florida.
Yeah, while I got my boy here, I got to talk to him because my boy talked to me. He ain't going to talk to me much, but he will, right?
Okay.
So let me just go and get this out of the way right now. Who you picking tomorrow night, first thing?
My heart says I want Bud to take it tomorrow. It's going to be a tough feat, but I think Bud can make it happen.
Yeah, that's your pick.
If he stays sharp, he stays smart, and I really want to see how he's going to take these shots. If he's able to take these shots and absorb these shots pretty well, I think it's going to be some really good action.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I just don't know. Like I said, I watched the weigh-ins today. They came in the same weight, but I'm not sure if all that weight is just fluff yet. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because Canelo's been sitting at that weight for so many years. So we know he's solid. So I just need to see how it's going to set up in there. Yeah.
Okay. All right, last but not least from me, and I know I ain't supposed
Let me know something now.
I ain't supposed to ask the question, but I got to ask.
Come on, man. What you mean?
This is it.
If this does happen, if hypothetically this happen, and I call y'all the Dre twins because both y'all named Andre. If this does happen, your cousin over here, if your cousin does get a shot at AJ, how you see that going?
Oh, me and him done had these conversations before. I think it's gonna be a bad night for AJ.
Okay.
And that's for real now. That's just not because that's my guy. Like I really see it that way.
Yeah. That's why I asked, because I know your cousin done talk to you about it. He ain't gonna tell
We
you
don't have
about
those
it, but he gonna talk to you about
we
it.
don't have no
I know y'all done
conversations
had
about
a
it, but I
conversation
just-
over and over. So
But hold on, why y'all got so much faith in me, man? I'm old now.
It don't matter.
We all old.
Hey, man.
Hold on.
It don't matter.
I'm 8 years though.
Yeah, but if people been around you like we've been around you,
Yeah.
it's just
Still
waiting to
in
come
you.
out, bro.
Yeah, I think
you don't even
everything
know.
else,
like
man.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
He competed at breakfast.
Yes.
He competed at lunch.
Yes, every
He
kid's a
competed at
kid.
dinner.
Every
He
kid's a
competed at
kid.
midnight snack. He
kid's a kid.
stayed up last night to 3 o'clock in the morning getting whooped in ping pong and still stayed there. Trying to win. Always trying to win. So I
Get whooped
know
in ping
for a
pong.
fact that if AJ accepts, he going in to win.
That's a fact.
And we gonna
And
be
like I
there.
s-
You better believe it.
AJ, it's on the table.
Come on, AJ.
Nah,
Come
we
on,
talk- we
AJ.
talking
Come
about
on
another
now.
fight.
Hey, man, hey.
Come on,
Hey.
AJ. Put it on
Yo,
the table.
talking
Let's
about
go.
fight. We
Come
preparing
on,
for the
AJ.
next
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's
you see that?
win.
We got Netflix now
Yeah,
paying
we
the
preparing for
money.
the
We
next
got
one,
every-
baby.
We got turkey at the sheep right
Yes,
here paying the
sir.
money.
They putting the money.
We ain't got no excuses no more for people to pull out. You feel me? Now,
got
if,
no
if a man
excuses.
really want to fight somebody,
That's a fact.
listen. If they're allowed to let these exhibitions happen, they fight who they want to fight. Why the real fighters can't fight who
Talk
they
that
want to
shit,
fight?
Roy.
That's right.
Huh?
Tell him, Roy.
So how
Right.
can they not let you fight AJ?
That's a
what you wanna
fact.
do.
Tell him,
That's
Roy.
a
They gotta be
fact.
happy. They gotta be happy that you
Yeah.
willing to come out of retirement and go up 2 weight classes and do this.
That's the Florida.
They was on
That's
there.
that Florida. Pensacola.
Hey, Florida.
That's that Pensacola.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Are we taking? Do we even want to talk about the Floyd Mike thing?
No.
No.
No, we don't talk about that right now. That's another episode.
Hey, I told-
Hey, that's
I
another
thought-
episode.
Yeah, it's got it.
That's a whole other episode.
It's on.
Nah,
I just
never
didn't
mind.
ask
That is
you.
no-
I already know it was some
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's not in my notes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not in my notes.
It ain't my notes either.
Roy looking like he
It
high.
ain't my notes. It is, because I'm a true fighter. I'm a true cavalier of this sport.
Yeah.
I love this sport.
Yeah.
You understand? When you love something, you're supposed to be willing to live and die for it.
Yeah.
That's a
You
fact.
understand me? And you know yourself, if Canelo call your name, you think you're going to sleep well? I'm just asking. If Canelo call your name,
You think you gonna sleep
you
well?
think you're going to sleep well?
Hold on.
At all.
Hold on.
At all. At all.
Hold on. Let me say something.
Yeah.
I feel you. But just probably like 3-4 weeks ago, I just heard you telling Floyd that you want to fight me, he can fight me. I just heard you saying that. That was you.
That was him.
I didn't say I'm no different than you. I didn't say that. I didn't say we different.
You ain't no different.
I didn't say we different. I just said what's going to happen.
Right.
I never said
But
I was no different.
you can't feel a way about Mike if they throw a crazy bag at him. They throw a crazy bag at
I
Floyd.
ain't feel no way about it. I just said I don't want to talk about
Because
it.
if your phone ring, you gonna do what you do.
I ain't say I ain't want to. I ain't say I ain't feel. I feel bad about it. I said I don't want to talk about it
But you said why you don't want to talk about it.
because there's a reality, and there's a we don't know. Like I told you about the Tank and
Jake.
the Jake fight.
Yeah.
There's a reality, but we don't know if that's
I
going to
got you.
be.
I see what you
So
said.
I be trying to stay out the way because I don't know, and
Yeah.
I'm not throwing dirt on nobody.
Yeah. I
You
got
can
you.
get the bag, go make the bag.
I got you.
But I'm not gonna sit and talk bad about
But
it.
what the
'cause that's why I
product
said-
gonna be.
That's why I said I really don't want to talk
Yeah,
about it because I'm
yeah.
not gonna talk. I don't want to talk bad about it. You
Yeah.
hear me? So
If you ain't got nothing good to say,
don't say nothing at all.
We're gonna say he off that, man. We don't gotta talk about that. That's it.
I mean,
He off that, bro. Yeah, he
well, you made me. You made
made me.
Y'all forced me.
I had to say something.
Yeah.
He skipped it.
Y'all,
I had to say it.
my problem is y'all know I love boxing, so y'all know all y'all got to do is
push your buttons.
and throw it over there. My bomb gonna go off.
Hey, just know
Yeah,
I
he
seen that
does.
shit where I'd even ask it. Nah,
Man,
motherfucker.
that was
You
crazy.
know.
Anyway, man, any last remarks, fellas,
My
before?
last remarks is I want to tell everybody thank y'all first of all for having us. Thank y'all for having this All the Smoke show because this is dope. This give people a perspective that they never would have got
Right.
without having this show. So it's like a beautiful thing. I know I argue with people. I argue with Dre. Me and Dre always going back and forth, but
We love it.
that's what makes TV beautiful.
Yep.
That's what makes places like this beautiful because we have different opinions and we can respect one another's opinion. So I love things like that. And last but not least, I'm going to tell y'all, if you ever was looking for a fight that was going to be a good fight, this going to be a damn good one. It can't miss.
Really good.
Berto, anything for us?
Man, this gonna be.
That boy iced out too. That boy rich. Hey, he rich.
Chill, man. Chill.
That boy
Listen,
rich.
man. Tomorrow night is gonna be something special that you do not want to miss. And I definitely appreciate you guys, like I say, All the Smoke, man, for just bringing this type of, you know what I mean, like information to just the fans, just abroad. From real guys that really do this, you know what I'm saying? That really does this, and you know, you guys can get it from the true perspective, man. But it's gonna be a great time Saturday night, so do not
Don't
miss
miss
it. And make sure you tune in, man.
Big Drake.
I can't add too much more, man. It's here. You know, it's gonna be here tomorrow. We got one more sleep and it's on.
Stack.
Oh man, I just want to return the favor, dog. We wouldn't be credible
on,
if it
man.
wasn't for y'all.
Yeah.
Everything y'all doing in the space is not only making us better, but making us grow as well. You know what I mean? So it ain't no All the Smoke. It's us. It ain't no them no more. It's us from here on out, man. So we appreciate y'all the same way.
Just to reiterate, I mean, your guys, your greatness, your expertise, your experience, the knowledge you bring to the game. I'm learning daily, and I love it. And just, you know, I tell you guys often, but we just really appreciate you guys lending your greatness to help us better and for us to come together and be better as a whole. So let's keep doing this, man. Again, shout out Netflix.
All the Smoke.
Believe it.
The Art of Smoke, Netflix, Fountain Blue. We appreciate you guys.
Shout out.
Tomorrow night, Crawford, Canelo. Be there. Keep being a square. We'll see y'all later.
Can we get a pic?
Shit, baby.